welcome back to my channel. This is Prepping by Faith, and today I just wanted to do kind of a last call to action. And what I'm referring to, you guys, if you haven't seen the video that I just recently did, it was a live stream about the World Health Organization. I would like for you guys to check that out. I know a lot of you don't prefer watching live streams, but that was full of a lot of information on what their plans are and what we can do. But what I really want to focus on right now is what we can do. And I feel like this has been kind of overshadowed and overlooked because it was something that I mentioned towards the end of that video, and I feel like it's extremely important information to get out there to you guys. So what I want for you guys to do is, if you can find 5 minutes, it's not going to take you a lot of time, go to the worldcouncilforhealth.org, and on their website, they are going to have an updated 75th meeting about the WHO Assembly, and there is a section in there. I will link this for you guys in the description box with a drafted letter. It is a default letter, and then all you have to do is tweak it, add your name and a paragraph of your choosing to this information so that we can submit these comments out there. And I feel like if millions of us actually stand together and stand strong and submit this information, that something can be done. Now, I know there's a lot of people in the community that feel like there's nothing that we can do at this point, that we don't have an opportunity to fight back against the things that are happening. But I feel like that we need to try. We need to try to do something. And even if this doesn't do anything, at least we can go to bed at night knowing that we tried to do something. And I feel like in the community, we're always talking about, banding together, enacting change, being a voice in the wilderness, trying to do something. And then when we have an opportunity to make an impact, to possibly make an impact, we seem to bypass that and not even give it a chance. And so at a minimum, I feel like if we come together by the millions and submit our comments, then at least they know that there aren't as many of us, deceived as they think. So we are at least strong in numbers. And that is what I am concerned about, is that we are not coming together as a community. We are dismissing these things as not going to be effective. They're not going to do anything. And then we're not putting any action behind our words. So I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would do this for me. There is also, this is for the actual assembly that is taking place right now. And we have until Monday to submit our comments for this and to get this information out there. And I just really want to encourage you guys to do that. Now, there may be some of you that are concerned that your name will be on a list, but as I mentioned in my live stream, I want you guys to understand something. Your names are already on a list. If we vote a certain way, if we possess firearms, if we do not think like the mainstream narrative, if we said no to the job requirements, we're already on a list, if not multiple lists. So I want you guys to understand that. And if you guys are following people like myself and others in the community that have a differing viewpoint than the standard that's out there, you're being tracked and monitored in some way. So I feel like this is our way to try to do something. And for those of you that are saying, it doesn't matter, this isn't going to do anything, you know what, then why? I want to question you, and I'm not trying to cause any sort of disagreement or anything in the prepping community, but then why prep at all? If we really feel like everything that we're doing isn't going to do anything, then why are we even prepping? Why are we preparing at all? Because with that kind of an attitude, that means that all we're doing is buying ourselves more time and staving off the inevitable. If that's really what we feel like, then we are living in a world without hope, And how do you continue going without some sort of hope? So I just want to encourage you guys to do this. There's also going to be some more information that will come out soon. And that is going to be a similar type of situation where we can submit our comments. And that date that is coming up is June 16th and June 17th. And that is actually stopping the pandemic treaty. Those are the comments that they are receiving to stop the treaty itself, and not the amendments that are being proposed right now. So if you guys would please do this for me, and please, if you guys are content creators, go ahead and spread this message out there so that we can get more people on board. We can't get anything done if we're not going to do anything. So, and as a Christian, that's one of the things that I wanted to mention as well. You know, we talk about, you know, faith over fear and, you know, having faith and praying. And prayer is effective. Prayer is a wonderful tool we have. But faith without works is dead. So that means that we have to put action behind our faith. We have to do our part. And we talk a lot about, you know, preparing as far as Noah and what he was called to do and how he, you know, paid attention to the Lord and the signs around him, and he obeyed and he prepared. And so he put action behind that faith. He didn't expect the Lord to build him the ark and put the food in there and the animals in there. He had to do his part. And so I feel like we as a community need to do our part. And we really need to get serious about this, because we're coming to a point where our backs are against a wall, and they will have the upper hand if we don't start doing something and letting them know that we know what they're doing, we're aware of it, and we're not going to stand for it. So we're coming to that crossroads, guys. And if they continue to push ahead with their plans, with the World Health Organization and other, you know, entities out there with plans to go ahead and effectively take over in the event of another pandemic, then we have lost the fight. So we've got to do something on this end. And for those of you also saying that, how are they going to enact this? How are they going to make this happen? How are they going to be a force? They don't have to. For one thing, let me tell you this. The United States is the one who proposed the amendments to this in the first place. This current administration that we have are the ones who brought this to the table. So with that information and knowing that they are the ones who proposed this, then we know that they've already essentially been giving the go-ahead because they want this to happen. Now, I don't want to lose hope to the point that I think that it can't be stopped and that, you know, our own country has already sold us out. I want to believe better than that. I want to believe that this administration can be cleared out, that we can fix what's been, you know, damaged, and that we have the ability to do that. So I don't want to lose that kind of hope. And the other thing I wanted to bring up, there's a question of, has the U.S. already lost its sovereignty? Now, I want to talk to you guys about that a little bit too. And again, I'm not trying to cause any sort of issues among the community. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. But with that, I'm also entitled to my opinion. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about sovereignty and the definition of sovereignty. Now, there is, you know, several different definitions, one of which that I feel like most people are probably, you know, on right now is a definition that sovereignty of a democratic republic in which the people are the ones who are the governing body, they govern the country. And that, I think, is what is being questioned right now. But sovereignty itself just means that a nation has the ability to govern itself. So when those of us in the community are talking about us losing our sovereignty, we're not just talking about us, the United States, we're talking about all of the countries of the world. If they sign on to these amendments and these changes that the World Health Organization is proposing, every country is giving up the ability to govern itself because they will go under the rules and regulations of the World Health Organization. So that is what I am talking about when I am talking about losing our sovereignty. I mean every nation. This will be a global control, a global operated and governed type of a situation that we're all going to be in if this goes through. So I just wanted to bring this to you guys' attention. I wanted to go ahead and put this last call for action in case there are those out there who didn't watch my live stream and who didn't watch the other video that I put out probably about a month ago now when this information first came out. I want to give everybody the opportunity to go ahead and spread this message out there before Monday and that deadline so that we can submit our comments and come together in unison. So if you guys have learned something from this video, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And remember to pray, prep, and put God first. God bless.